add it. So I'm just going to start where I left off. So I'm going to make sure that whatever I'm attaching has been scored. It also has slip. And you can take your piece that you made before, or you can make a new piece. And you can go ahead and start right where you left off by continuing to go around. Again, scoring, slipping, sticking. After you finish with that one, you can go back to your square gauge, set it in the middle. I still need a bit more. I don't have more, which is not a big deal. I'll set that off to the side. I'll grab my extra clay. I'll do another chunk, and I'll go ahead and roll out a new piece. And again, we want to make sure that it's touching the top, bottom, left, and right. And my rule of thumb is it's close enough if you can't get another coil in without going over. So I could barely get another half of a coil in here. So this is going to be fine even though it's not touching the top, bottom, left, or right. And again, the reason for the sizing is just to make sure that everybody's clay can fit in the kiln all at the same time. So to help keep our cup together and strong, this is our bottom. This was the first time we've made coils, so it probably looks pretty rough. That'll happen the first time we do anything. So we're going to go ahead and reinforce this by strengthening it. So you can take your popsicle stick, and we're going to go ahead and we are going to smooth the top. Now, a lot of kids want to go from the middle out, but what's going to happen is you're going to pull everything apart. So you want to start on the outside and go inward. You don't need to push super hard, but you don't want to push super light because nothing will happen. So just a medium amount of pressure. Don't worry about the unevenness or the bumps right now. We're just joining all our coils together. And once it's together, now we can grab a little bit of water and we can really smooth the top out. I would keep smoothing until the clay starts grabbing my finger and my finger is not moving around or slipping very much, because once we flip it over we don't want it to get stuck to the paper or the table. So that's pretty good. So what we do to one side we'll do to the other. We want to make sure we know whose this is, so you will want to use the pencil, the wooden pencil, to write your name. Again, we start with first. I always tell kids it's much, much easier to use uppercase letters than to do uppercase and lowercase. First name, last name, and then your code. So fourth graders, your code will either be for K, for Kaminsky, for H, for homie, or for L, for Lewis. And if anything's sticking out, you can go ahead and just gently push it down. Once your name is on it, we don't want it on the inside of the cup, we want it on the bottom. You can go ahead and flip it over.